Hey guys. Okay, so welcome everyone. I'm just yeah, I was like it's weird to start with screen sharing because I don't see you guys. Um but yeah, so today we are talking to health coaches about how and why they found Purium, said yes to Purium, and how they're able to help so many more people with this program, these foods, and this community as well. Like I like to say, like my role has become like a helper to the helper. So I like to find people who already are in the helping healing business, who are already serving their community, their people, and how they can just add this nutrition in, which they're already recommending from such an incredible source in home compostable packaging with the most incredible compensation plan around it. So it's really exciting because yeah, I always wanted to help people. That was always something I always wanted to do. But because I was kind of labeled from a really young age with learning disabilities. That stuck with me my whole life. And I didn't feel confident. I didn't feel like I could go to school for, what I really wanted to help people with was mental health coaching. So more like mindset. And I was always so into nutrition, but I was always intimidated to go into a program. I never felt smart enough. I never, I also didn't have that trust within myself to follow through. So I studied psychology. I dropped out. I studied social work. I dropped out. I went into fashion design and basically like just figured, I don't know, like I just figured that is all I could do because I, struggled so much with school and discipline and following through with programs that I started. And I just wanted to help people. So I figured, I guess the only way I could help people was, dressing them up. But I really wanted to help people my whole life. I also went into, like, I was making healthy food for my friends. I was always the person people came to. I was offering, I actually did do a few programs. I finished in yoga. So I did do some certifications to try to help people. But it was really challenging for me to put myself out there, for me to get clients, for me to make money. So I was often really just struggling. So yeah, problems most health coaches struggle with is they have to be working on themselves to be able to help people. But when they're struggling to find clients and the stresses of financial stresses, they can't always pour into themselves. So they lose their own health sometimes in the process of trying to fill everyone else's cup. They have a hard time finding clients that commit to 90-day transformations or commit to long-term like health goals. So I know for myself, even just trying to, when people would come to me to uh if to recommend recipes or what they should eat, where they should go, it was so much energy. And the truth was, like, when I was recommending juicing and things that I knew worked, they weren't able to stick to it. So we're going to hear some from health coaches who actually, work with clients and how that has been a challenge to, help their clients stay consistent on programs that they get started on and for the long term, right? Um, Recommending limited supplements without compensation. So basically, I know that most health coaches are recommending, food and supplements, and there's no compensation around it, and they rely on linear income, so hours per dollars. So, yeah, these are some of the different health practitioners we work with. These are some of the people we've personally helped work with, and some of them here on this call. So Nadine, we're going to hear from a Montreal health coach, and Melissa, who's based in LA, and she has been a health coach for many years and nutritionist and has written recipe books. And I'm just getting to know, she's just, this is incredible to be able to help people who have been helping people for so long. And this is how this is helping them to help more people. So a few before we introduce our health coaches here, I wanted to share. So a colon hydrotherapist that we met. So these are all, if you can read these are all the different types of health coaches. Really, it's like anyone who's in the helping profession. So whether you're even a Pilates teacher or a fitness coach or a nutritionist. So I worked with one of the it was actually a nutritionist who became my first partner. Actually, I had her. It was so cool was I wasn't an expert on any of this stuff. I didn't know detox, and I wasn't an expert. I didn't study this, so I asked her opinion when I first started. I just said, "Hey, can you read these ingredients of this parasite cleanse? Is this what you would recommend?" And when she read it, she was like, "This is exactly what I would recommend. This is the same herbs that I send my clients to get." So, it was amazing just how much people are praying for this. So a colon hydrotherapist that we work with as well, she is constantly meeting people with backed up colons, IBS, all different kinds of issues that are stemming from the gut. And so here is a way that not only can she, of course, like she helps them when she sees them, but that they can continue to receive the benefits of this lifestyle, not need to have these Band-Aid solutions to just come and see her when, they're backed up or when they're needing that clean, that they can actually be living a lifestyle that keeps their results so that they actually get more benefit from her practice. So, okay, wanted to introduce Melissa first because Melissa has been, I know that I'm going to allow you to introduce yourself because I'm just getting to know you, and I want to, if you can share a little bit about yourself, like, what you've been up to and why Purium made sense for you to partner with. Oh, Melissa, you're still on mute. Sorry.
Oops, I was trying to be good and be on mute. Thank you for having me. Yes, so when I was growing up as a kid, Allison, my story is so similar to yours, like in a lot of ways, growing up with like just a lot of illnesses and then like trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my life and not like teaching yoga. I did all those things. And then when I lived in LA, I just knew I wanted to work for myself. So I started working with a coach and she was like, what about personal chefing? You're a vegan. And I was always cooking healthy meals and having friends over for dinner and always kind of like that person that always was just eating well and teaching people. And so I started personal chefing and then I loved it so much. And then I was always interested in nutrition. So I went and got my certification in nutrition and holistic health coaching. And I was working for like a celebrity fitness guy in LA who I'm still really close with and cooking for him and traveling with him and doing nutrition. And I created these kind of food-based cleanses that were all vegan and help people get off of sugar and caffeine and all the things. And I did that for years. And then I wrote couple books about it. And then, I feel like in the last 5 years or so, my business just kind of, I was just feeling uninspired and like struggling with my own stuff, kind of going through menopause and just like all the things. And so I've been doing just other jobs and not really doing my health coaching as much, which I love. And then, I started working with Barry, who's here on the call with us, and working with her in her business where she helps people meet and marry their person. And she had been telling me about Purium for like 6 months. And I'm like, nope, 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 don't do multi-level marketing, blah, blah, blah. I had all the stories, right? And I kept putting her off, putting her off. And then one day she's like, you got to jump on this call with Allison and Jared. And it was honestly the two of you that like shifted it for me because just like your energy and your story. And I just related so much. And I put all of that aside and thought like, God, this could really, for me, like I'm so passionate about health and like eating well, but like it's hard sometimes, with the way our food system is and so I just was like, even for myself, like I want these products for me. Like this is just to get all this nutrition and I kept thinking to myself, I wish I could just drink shakes all day because that's what I love is like the nutritious, healthy shakes. And then this showed up and I'm kind of reinvigorated and I am going back to my list that I haven't really been in touch with as much. And everyone's like, yes, 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 yes. Like people are like, I trust you. I trust you. So it's been really fun. I had 5 calls today and I think definitely 3 out of the 5 are going to sign up, plus some husbands, which is great. And I just really feel like this program's so accessible and so comprehensive and like it's just like when you show the 5 things, it's like that's all it is. And it's, plus you just eat your healthy food that you like to eat. And so I'm just very excited and I'm excited to see the changes for me, like personally for my own health that it will provide and all that stuff. I ought to be honest, like I'm doing the cleanse too, and I'm a little bit like, I'm feeling a few things, nothing terrible, but I'm feeling tired and I'm feeling a little just, but that's normal. I know that. So I'm just like, okay, this came at the right time in my life. So I'm so grateful and just excited to like help people get healthy. And I feel really passionate about these products, and I've only been using them for like a week. It's pretty cool.
That is awesome. Yeah, it's so important that we experience it ourselves. And especially
For
because,
sure.
yeah, our clients or, your clients are looking to what you're doing, right? They're like, what are you doing? I want to do that.
Yep.
And so absolutely. And it's important that also that you experienced even some of the, the detox symptoms and maybe some of the hardships so that we, of course, as a coach, you're there to guide people through it. So if
Yep.
we don't experience the whole package, yeah, so that's the way to start is absolutely, health coaches, right? You need to fill your cup. You're filling people's cups all day long.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm excited. It's going to be a great journey. I'm looking forward to all of it.
yeah, and I can feel that people have been praying for you to just find that to find them this because it makes it so easy. And like you were saying, you are recommending food all the time, anyways. And some people are actually in food deserts, right? There's people in
Yeah. Yeah. And people are so busy these days. It's like they don't have 3 hours to meal prep or 2 hours. Like it's a lot when you want to eat healthy. It's a lot to meal prep. And it's important. You have to make it a life value, but it's some people just don't have that capability in their lives all the time.
it makes it so easy. I think that's like what I think.
Totally does.
Yeah, I think that's just like why it just clicked because it's everything we've already been, we already know wheatgrass and tart cherry juice and amino acids. We already know this is
Totally.
good for us, but this just makes it so easy. And like you said, just
Easy.
complete. And so, yeah, it's really exciting. I love your excitement about it. And I think that's what people feel is your own personal excitement about it, that, you had been
Yeah,
praying for this in your life. And that's all we got to,
totally.
yeah. So
Thank
amazing.
you.
That's awesome. Well, I look forward to following your journey.
Thank you, Barry, for continuing to gently nudge me.
Yeah, it's true. And you know what? A lot of us say no at first because we think we're good. A lot of us are also walking around not even knowing how good we're supposed to feel. And so some people are like, I'm at the peak of my health. I thought when I started this, I'm like, I can't eat any healthier. I'm eating my kale smoothies, my celery juice, I'm like
Totally.
having it all. And you know what? Then there's levels to this thing, right? It's like you can feel better.
Yeah.
And yeah, we don't need to, I love, yeah, that's really amazing. Well, it's great to hear, people come around because it's new and some people aren't ready for new until they see,
Right.
other people and then they're like, oh, like, I could do that. And it's once they try it, they're like, how did I live without it?
I know. I know. So true.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So I want to introduce my friend Nadine, who's been a longtime friend. And it's so funny because actually Jared worked with Nadine's boyfriend and I used to make him health bowls at work. And I was always just trying to like, so when this came into our life, I knew her, I didn't know Nadine yet, but we knew that he was really into health. And so we said, this is right up your alley. And then it turns out his girlfriend is a health coach and like we're studying to be a health coach. And so it was so amazing. Nadine has been a customer for a long time. She's been on the food and she recently, see, it takes years, right? So she recently saw the vision for herself. So Nadine, if you can share, yeah, like what made you say yes to this and what do you see as your vision with this?
Absolutely. Um, for me, like Allison said, like I started as a customer, so using the discover the thank you for making me discover the products. I discovered the products. I've always had like a high interest into health and wellness. Something that always followed me. My mom was really into health food when I was a kid, and unfortunately, she passed away. She passed away of breast cancer when I was 29 years old, like getting on my 30th birthday. And she battled cancer for 14 years. So that was something that was with me for a long, long time. And I not always reacted to it like in a healthy way, where like as a young adult, I had my rebellion and but it was always something that came back. I was always a person in my friends group that was like the healthiest, the like I was still training, even if I was going out every night, and it was still something that was in my mind. And um, and after my mom passed away, it made me realize that it's something that health it's something super important that we cannot take for granted, and that we need to pay attention to like every day as much as possible. And a few years after I had my first mammogram and they found like some bumps, and I got really scared. And I started like seriously looking online, like what can I do to help me prevent or like put all the chances on my side. And at that time, sugar was a big topic. So I did a diet to reduce my sugar consumption. Not that I was eating a lot, but still I was like, let's do it. And through doing this, because it was an elimination diet, I discovered that I was gluten intolerant. And also, I've been a vegetarian for more than 20 years. So that's something also that came even before that. Um, so I've always experiment here and there with some like ways of finding how I can improve my diet better. And through a few years forward, I work in public relation. It's a like really a high demanding jobs, a lot of hours, um, really stressful, and I burned out. And at that time, I had a reflection where I was questioning what I wanted to do for a living, and I've always wanted to do something in the health and wellness. Um, and I was attracted to either do getting like a degree in as a nutrition, or like a certification in um, naturopathy. Sorry, the French accent, but like probably you guys get it. Um, and I was like, I'm too old, it's going to take too much time. I'm never going to do it. So it's always a project, something that I had in my mind. And after that, I burned out. I gave myself like a time, like in 5 to 10 years from now, I'm going to retire from public relation and I'm going to go into health and wellness. And I want to help people feel better and be as healthy as possible. And I'm getting on that timeline, but like a couple of years ago, I was like, that's it, I'm doing it. I look into health coaching certification. So I graduated last July, but I started like working with clients a year ago from now as a student. Still working full time in PR, trying to build my health coaching business on the side, um, because I want to help as many, because I'm seeing in the people, the result of the people that I'm working with on one-on-ones. And I want to be able to help as many people as possible, but I cannot afford yet to leave my full-time job. I decided to invest time and money also in building an online program where I'm going to be able to help as many people as possible without like um, exchanging my time on one-on-ones. Um, so I started building this, and um, my my clientele is like most likely women in their mid 30s to mid 40s. They're on a plant-based diet, but they feel like everything they've been doing that was right for them before suddenly doesn't work. And they're being told by everybody and their doctors and friends and family, it's probably because you're vegetarian. And I want to help them get back on track and find that energy back and find their vitality back through lifestyle habits that they will create, and this takes time. And while I was building it, and I've been using the product for a few years now, and to be honest, like using the products helped me be able to have the energy to do all this, to work full time, to work with clients, to work on my program. I was like, it just makes sense because I'm building my program and I'm telling them you should do this, eat that, those minerals, those vitamins, those micronutrients, and all this is already there in the products that I'm having, like that I'm using, and I'm like, okay, it just makes sense for me to include it into my program. Because also what I like is that you quickly see results with Purium, and you quickly see that it's giving you energy and vitality. And this is what my clients want. And because creating habits takes time, I don't want them to give up on those habits because they don't see fast results. So including Purium is giving them that little boost and motivation to keep going and creating like lifestyle habits that will be sustainable for them, and change that mindset that they have, so they can like leave that program and feel like they actually achieved their goal. And so for me, it just made sense. So I'm still in the process of building my program. I'm starting this, but I'm still working like with my clients one-on-one now, and trying like to like having them to start on the product as well, because like the vision is clear. It's something that it's really going to be helpful for my business, but mainly for my client to be able to achieve their goal and have positive results faster, that are going to keep them motivated to continue. And at the same time, also for me, it's also a way to make this vocation that I want to do, to help people a bit more sustainable as well, and hopefully help me achieve my goals to be able to leave my full-time work and move on full-time on my coaching business.
Yes, I love that. Oh my gosh, that is such a great share, Nadine. I learned so much about you as well in that. So thank you for sharing that story. And you know, like you said, the results get fast, right? So when they see results, well, one, they stick with it, but another is they actually sell us, right? Like our clients do the work, like they're going to promote because they're living results. And, you know, so it's just such a beautiful thing where eventually, right, the goal for every health coach is your clients are the ones that are going to be selling you, you know, so the work that you're putting in now to help those, you know, few people, a lot of people, is going to just continue to grow and grow as, you know, people are seeing the results on them, and then they get empowered. What I love is they get empowered to then start, once they're healing themselves, they can start helping other people, and it becomes another level of, you know, of coaching, of helping people build confidence and you know, leave their jobs like you're getting to show the example of. That's so inspiring. I love it. And I love, you know, that we get to start them as like a baseline. Just the way, like Melissa said too, just so complete. So we're going to go over just the package quickly because it is just so complete. And we want to show, yes, we want to show you what's in there to start with. So
yeah, I think when you're talking about baseline nutrition, you want to cover all the nutrition that's daily recommended of nutrition and from whole food sourcing. What we have here with Purium is raw whole organic food sources that are sprouted, and they are raw dehydrated on site. So it's retaining a nutrient profile of the existing food. And when you have that loading dose of Biometic to remove glyphosate, and then you're flooding your body with the nutrition of the Power Shake,
yeah.
that is a great
piece, by the way. You know, a lot of, especially nutritionists and health coaches, right? We're talking about nutrition, but we're not talking about that a hidden ingredient, the pesticides that are on the food. And yes, if a lot of people encourage organic, but of course, people don't always have access to organic and don't always, you know, understand. So what I love is this program. We can't avoid glyphosate and these toxins, but we can do is actually on a daily basis be detoxing them and helping our, you know, keep that balance.
The opportunity that comes included for free with any package is also very lucrative. To know that there's a possibility for residual income, financial freedom. This is something that I think eludes a lot of health coaches, and in an effort to help health coaches help more people. This is the tool set. This is the program that we've seen work over and over again for a multitude of disciplines and all across all these different healing modalities. Is the baseline is nutrition generally. That's a common thread between what they're offering. So here it is
Getting to the
bundled,
root
included.
cause, yeah, and getting to, share what works and get compensated for it. So you don't have to do it alone. Like this is actually, we have, I know Nadine just finished a program and a lot of people are looking to, they're studying these programs, but what's so cool is the coaching that we get for free within this. And so, I know they're expensive to, get an ongoing coach or for different levels of your success. Here we have it built in. There's a support system for the supporters, for the helpers, right? So like that's our role, is supporting the supporters.
Yeah, exactly. And then the community as well. Obviously, when someone's embarking on creating new lifestyle, new habits, it's best to have support there, to know that there's other people in the community doing it with them. And because we have that infrastructure in place already, a health coach embarking on this program, they can leverage the existing community that's built in. So we obviously want to inspire them to create their own groups and communities, but here is like a perfect stepping
Leverage,
stone.
as Nadine is saying, as she's working full time and not able to maybe, she can also plug people into a group that's already doing the ULT together, and it just becomes an extension of her offering, right? So that's what health coaches are doing, is they're leveraging the community, because here, especially when you're just getting started, here they get to be, you don't have those, all those stories yet. So here they get to see from all these other people who've been doing it for years and seeing all those amazing results before. Yeah, we have. So I know we didn't go over the whole ULT, but whoever invited you has 25% off to get you started on this program, which is a huge savings. It's like over $140 savings. And you get it's a complete program. So you get Jared, do you want to just show it quickly? Yeah, because I feel like we didn't really go over the pack, and I know we are getting to the end of the call, but I wanted to just share what you're getting in this package. So you're getting a green juice that you're going to have 2 green juices a day. It is an organic, delicious, incredible blend of microgreens, fibers, like sprouted grain, and chia seed as well. So there's like this beautiful blend of organic produce in there, microgreens, and then the Biomedic is the gut repair to help us absorb all the nutrition, detox the glyphosate. The aminos are the building blocks of everything in the body. So that's actually the bones, the muscles, the hair, skin, nails, and as well as mental acuity and memory. So there's so many benefits to those. The tart cherry juice is how we restore our melatonin. We get deep, restful sleep. It is balancing our circadian rhythm and calming the nervous system. It tastes delicious too, and safe for the whole family. Our kids use it, everyone. And then part of the intro pack is the parasite cleanse. So this is so important, because most people are not doing regular, colon cleansing and parasite cleansing. This is an incredible blend that everyone agrees with. Like every person who all the detox specialists flock to this because of this formula, and also how it's taken with this whole protocol. Because a lot of the time, if you just get a parasite cleanse, you're not eating the right foods with it. You're not going to be opening those pathways, and you're not going to be getting the results. So I used to spend all this money on parasite cleanses in the past, and I just didn't know how to take them because it wasn't clear and easy. So I really, really love that this program just made it so easy, takes the guesswork out, and makes it so easy to stay consistent and taste delicious. So
Yeah.
anything, Jared, did you want to?
I think it's just an incredible tool to have for anyone who's a health coach, nutritionist. If you're in the non-allopathic pathway of healing, then this is something in terms of
The
nutrition
tool
and
in your
gut repair.
toolbox for
Yeah.
sure. And there's an incredible opportunity, you know, to really help more people with it and help our people that we're helping help more people. So it's the gift that keeps on giving. So yeah,
you.
thank you so much. And thank you, Melissa and Nadine. I'm excited to follow your journeys and watch all the people that you transform lives of and just watch you guys grow. So thank you so much for sharing today.
Thank you both.
Thank you.